If Chocky is real, why has she chosen Matthew?
Sex!
And I can't really understand everything she tells me, because a lot of it won't turn into proper words. But I know it's something to do with space radiations that you can pick up and convert, if you know how.
You've got to get used to the fact that Chocky is not a figment of Matthew's imagination.
No, I don't believe that. It's not possible.
Where she comes from, or what she is, beats me completely at the moment, and it beats Matthew too. But Chocky is real. She exists.
Chocky.
Yes, Matthew.
See you later, okay? Sure, come around when you're ready. No more homework. Not for 6 whole weeks. See ya. Okay, bye. Oh, hi, Mum.
Hello, darling. Hey, you're not leaving those there.
No, of course not.
No, of course not about it. Upstairs.
Can I have a drink first?
Help yourself. Haven't you got anything for me?
Oh, yes, my report.
Thank you. Have you seen it?
Can I go around to Colin's for a while?
Yes, of course.
We've got to check their rubber dinghy to make sure it's got no leaks. Isn't it marvellous? No more school for 6 whole weeks. Fantastic. I'll be back for supper.
Yes, okay.
Mummy? Matthew's left his things on the floor.
Oh. Matthew! Matthew! Would you call them good?
I think so, but you know more about art than I do. What do you think?
Well, there's life and movement in them. There's perception. And there's a feeling of confidence, but, well, they're odd. I found them by accident in his room. He'd hidden them behind the wardrobe.
Perhaps one of the children in his class or his art teacher.
No, I've seen some of her stuff. Her style's a bit on the niggly side. Besides, this one is her. And it's not very flattering either.
Heavens, does she really look like that? You know, they begin to grow on you, don't they, when you get used to them? They're really not bad.
No, you see, look. Now, this one's the view from his bedroom window.
Yes, I see. Well, you could just put them back and say nothing.
No, they'd go on worrying me. I'd rather he told us about them.
You may not like what he says.
I haven't liked any of this business, even before your psychiatrist friend started talking about possession. But I'd still rather know than be left guessing.
Matthew, could you come down for a minute? Matthew? Mummy found these in your room. And they were behind your cupboard.
Oh, that's where they went.
They're rather good. Are they yours?
Yes,
I meant, did you do them?
yes.
They're not like your usual style, are they? I'd have thought you'd get higher marks for art if you could paint and draw like this.
They're not art. They're private.
Oh. You seem to be seeing things in a different way.
I expect it's something to do with growing up.
We're only interested to know who really did them, Matthew.
I did. I mean, sort of. Well, I did do them!
Oh, shush. It doesn't really matter, darling. Do things really look like that to you?
No, that's how Chocky sees things.
Do you want to tell us about it?
It all started one day after art. I'm not much good at art, you know. Miss Soames said what I'd done was hopeless, and Chocky thought so too. Chocky said it was because I wasn't looking at things properly. So I said I didn't see where properly came into it. You either see things or you don't.
Go on.
Well, she said you can look at something without seeing it if you don't look properly. Let me argue, because it didn't seem to make sense.
Oh, you argue with Chocky, do you?
Sometimes.
Who won this one?
Well, nobody really. Chocky said it was about trying an experiment. Me doing the drawing and her doing the seeing. Didn't see how that could work, but she said it was worth trying, so we did.
And it worked.
Well, it didn't come off the first few times, because I couldn't seem to think of nothing. That's what Chocky said. Just sit and hold a pencil and think of nothing. Anyway, about the fourth time we tried, I half managed for a minute or two. And after that, it got better. When we practiced a bit more, it got quite easy. Now I've only got to sort of sit down with the paint to switch off me, and the picture comes. Only the way it comes is the way Chocky sees, not the way I do.
You mean you just sort of hand over to Chocky?
Well, doesn't that feel a bit funny to you?
It did the first time or two. A bit like no brakes. But after that it got more like riding a bicycle with no hands. Only not quite. Because Chocky was doing the steering, not me. It's hard to explain.
Does it ever happen when you don't want it to? By accident?
Oh no, it couldn't. I have to make it happen by thinking of nothing. Can watch my hands now though, so all the real paint you're drawing is mine. It's just the seeing what to do that isn't.
Well, darling, do you think that's a good thing to do?
Well, I think so. Yes. Look, they're much better pictures than I do on my own. Even if they do look a bit funny.
Well, that's not exactly what I... Look, never mind. It's getting late.
Doesn't matter, no school tomorrow.
No, lucky old you, eh? Listen, have you shown these to anyone else?
Well, not really shown. I mean, I haven't been doing it in art.
Ah, that's why your marks are still so low.
But Miss Soames came into the room when I just finished that one.
And she saw it?
Yes. She asked whose it was, which was a bit awkward because I couldn't pretend it was anyone else's. So I had to tell her it was mine.
I bet that gave her a bit of a surprise.
She thought I was telling lies. She went, "All right, let's see you do a racing car at speed."
And did you?
No. I had to tell her I can only do things that I can see. So she said, "All right, what about the view from the other window then?" So I turned the easel around, and I did it. And she stared at it very hard, then looked at me very queerly, then asked did I mind if she kept it.
Oh, dear.
It's funny she didn't say anything about it in your report.
Well, it was a couple of days ago, after reports had gone in.
Oh, I see. Not like some of your other teachers, eh? Seem to have flummoxed some with them.
Oh, yes.
Well, never mind. We'll talk about your report another time. You trundle off to bed now. Thanks for telling us about the pictures. Do you mind if we keep them down here for a bit, so we can look at them again?
All right. That isn't a bit like you, Dad. Really it isn't.
Thank goodness for that. Night-night.
Night.
Night, darling. Mm. Oh, David. Well, he was such a lovely little boy, and now this.
He still is, darling. He's still exactly the same. Plus, something he chooses to call Chocky, that's all.
I'm afraid for him. I mean, it's getting more and more real to him. I'm afraid that it might hurt him. He's beginning to let it take control.
No, Matthew's quite emphatic that he's in control. He decides if and when it can happen. And there's no reason to suppose it's doing him any harm at all.
Well, perhaps. Not yet.
Chocky.
Yes.
I think Mummy's worried again.
She does not understand.
I know. People don't. Only my father, perhaps, and Dr. Landis.
Yes. Dr. Landis understands. Your father tries to.
Chocky, I've been thinking.
Yes, Matthew.
We're going away next week on holiday.
What is holiday?
Every year we stop work for 2 weeks and go away somewhere. This year we're going to live in a cottage. A little house by the river. With Colin and Emma and their mum and dad.
You are leaving your comfortable big houses to go and live all together in a small house?
Chocky.
That is silly. Very silly.
No, it isn't. We like it. It's good.
Silly.
Stop it. I don't want you there. I want you to stay away.
Stay away.
Yes, I don't want you there. The others wouldn't understand. I want you to go away. Chocky? Chocky? Chocky, where are you? Here's some more, Mummy.
Oh, Polly.
I'm sorry.
Will you please leave things alone?
Don't you want me to
Oh, for
help?
goodness sake, Polly.
Hello, I'm back.
Daddy!
Hello, my girl. You all packed and ready?
Yes.
Where's Mummy, in here? Hi, what are you doing?
What does it look like?
You all right?
Yes, why?
Oh, nothing. Shouldn't Matthew be doing that himself?
Yes, well, Matthew's idea of packing isn't the same as mine. Besides, I'm the one who's had to iron everything.
Yes, of course. Where is he? He could be helping you, at least.
I sent him over to Colin's house. I couldn't bear to see him moping about.
Oh, he's all right, isn't he?
So everyone keeps telling me.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that I'm getting a bit tired of being humoured, that's all.
Humoured?
By your friend Roy Landis and by...
And who? Who else have you talked to about it?
Why don't you go and play in the garden for a little while?
Go on, darling, off you go.
I went to see Dr. Aycott today.
Oh? About Matthew?
Yes.
I thought we agreed it wasn't up Aycott Street.
Yes, but I had to do something. Well, Matthew's been in a daze these last few days. This morning I could hardly get a word out of him, so I decided that I would go and see Dr. Aycott.
You didn't take Matthew?
No, of course I didn't.
Thank heaven for that. What did he have to say?
Well, you were right. It isn't up his street.
No. Well?
Well, I did my best to explain how things are. He wasn't very understanding. I think he was actually annoyed with me for not taking Matthew along so he could check his tongue and make him say, look at his glands and things.
I'm surprised he didn't give you a bottle of the old pink medicine. Or an instant prescription, at least.
Well, I tried to let him know that I didn't want an opinion there and then, that all I was looking for was a recommendation for a specialist.
What did you say to that?
He gave me an opinion.
Which was?
All Matthew needs is plenty of fresh air and exercise, a cold bath in the morning, lots of good, plain, unseasoned food, salad, roughage, and his window open at night.
But no specialist?
No, not that. I know. Don't say it. You told me so.
I wouldn't dare. Look, we're on holiday tomorrow. I think a change of scene and some fresh air will do us all good.
see the river. There. I saw it first.
So you did. Well done, darling.
Now let's see who can see the cottage first.
Go, Zeus.
Hey, Porters, where are you going?
Polly, Polly. Hi, Matt. This is a great spot. Hi. I'll take that. Polly, come and see our bedroom. You can see the river from the window.
The house is lovely.
How long have you been here? Not long, about a quarter of an hour. Seems good.
Oh, come and have a look around inside before you start on all that lot. I've got the kettle on.
Oh, lovely.
Something wrong with Matthew?
Don't ask me. He's been as miserable as sin the whole way here.
Come on, Matthew, give us a hand. And take that for a start. Ask Mummy where she wants it and then come back for more. And for heaven's sake, cheer up. We're on holiday.
Come on, Matthew. I'll show you around.
Summing up. Felt like Matthew'd have a long face.
Hello, you two. Is everything put away in your room now?
Yes, Mummy.
Right, that's the lot then, is it?
Should be.
Can we go into the garden, Mummy?
Yes, of course, darling. Where's Matthew?
Oh, he's still upstairs.
I'll go and ferret him out. Now, what's all this?
Hello, Dad.
We can't have this, you know, at the beginning of a holiday. If you go around looking like a wet weekend, you'll spoil everybody else's enjoyment.
Sorry, Dad. I don't mean to.
You feel like telling me about it?
It's Chocky.
I was afraid it might be. What's she said now?
She hasn't said anything. That's the trouble. She's gone.
Oh? When was this?
A few days ago. I told her we were going on holiday. That because of Colin and Emma and Mr. and Mrs. Froome being with us all the time, might be better if she stayed away.
Sounds very sensible.
But she just went straight away.
Well, if she's only doing what you told her, I don't see why you should complain. You could do with a rest from her. And I know Mummy and I could.
But what if she never comes back? What if I've really offended her?
Oh, I'm sure you haven't. I bet she's just waiting till we get back home. Then she'll start bombarding you with questions about our strange habit of migrating for 2 weeks every year.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I do. So let's have no more of this moping, do you hear? Poor old Colin's waiting for you downstairs. Why don't the two of you go off and explore for an hour or so? Go down to the river, see if there's any fishing.
Okay.
Only don't go trespassing on anybody's boat, because this time there'll be no Chocky to blame it on, will there?
No.
Go on then, off you go.
Look! Look, there's fish jumping! Where? There! And another! Look over there! Gosh, yes! I'm going to buy a fishing rod. Maybe we'll catch some to eat. Hey, watch it! You nearly pushed me in. Sorry. Come on, it's raining too hard. We better get back.
That's my go. Off we go. And another 6. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We came down this lane here,
Yes, I see.
and we found this little inn. Did the most marvellous food. And maybe you and Mary could try it tomorrow night for dinner.
Let's have a look.
I give up. I can't do it.
You used to be able to. I was going to put you up for the record.
That was just a fluke. Forgotten how I did it now.
One of my girls.
fish away! Look how fast it's going.
Yeah. Tide's coming in.
This is the life. No cares, no accounts to finish.
No children clamouring for attention.
Yes. It's nice to be on our own for a change.
I hope Phil and Alan are coping all right.
Of course they are. We did when it was our turn. Besides, it's easier now. Haven't you noticed? Not a single mention of either Piff or Chocky.
Do you think we've lost them?
That really would be a bonus, wouldn't it?
Bliss.
Daddy, when's Mummy coming back? I'm thirsty. Can I have a drink, please?
Well, that's not a bad idea, Em. Anybody else want a drink?
Yes, please. There's a shop over there.
Well, how about coming with me? Lend a hand, Colin.
Sure. I'll stay here and watch the rods. I'll look after Colin.
Good girl. Come on then, Colin.
Now, don't let the line out too far.
And we won't be a minute. You be careful now.